Okay, good evening, everyone. So today we start the topic collision. What do you mean by collision? When two particles collide with each other, the exchange of force, then energy. The process is called collision. And what happened in this collision? Which things are remain constant? Which things mainly change? And on the basis of that, we can find out the initial with respect to the initial speed. We can find out their in final velocity. And with respect to their initial velocity, we can find out their final velocity, means magnitude and direction if required. Okay. Collision is mainly three types. One is called the elastic collision, second one is called the inelastic collision, and third one is called the plastic collision. So let's start with the first one, elastic collision. Let's start with the first one, elastic collision. So see what exactly happened. Suppose a particle whose mass is m1 moving with velocity u1, another particle of mass m2 moving with velocity u2. These two are before collision and these two are after collision. So after collision, suppose their speeds are v1 and v2. Everyone, is it okay? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
কি হয় কাজই করে না এটা। So m1 v1 m2 v2 during collision, and this is the after collision. So for elastic collision, which thing you have to mind, which is the very important thing, and which you can understand the key factor, how you remember them. For elastic collision, always remember number one, total momentum always remain constant. That means m1 u1 m2 u2 equals to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Everyone, is it okay? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The second one is most important, especially for elastic collision. In case of elastic collision, total kinetic energy remain constant. What do you mean by that? That means total kinetic energy remain constant. That means no exchange of heat during the collision. Try to understand. No exchange of heat during the collision in terms of heat, sound, in terms of heat, sound, in terms of deformation of shape. What do you mean by that? Though collision हुआ, कोई हीट प्रोड्यूस नहीं होगा, कोई साउंड नहीं होगा, ऐसे करके कॉलिजन हुआ, धड़ाम साउंड नहीं होगा, नो साउंड, लगेगा कि हम लोग पानी के अंदर स्टेनलेस स्टील में है, ठीक है, कोई शेप का डिफॉर्मेशन नहीं होगा. So in practical, which is not possible. So in case of elastic collision, total kinetic energy remain constant. What do you mean by that? No energy loss during the collision. ये सब हम लोगों ने नोट्स में मैंने लिखा है, मैं नोट्स तुम्हें भेज दूंगा आज ही. m1 u1 square half m2 u2 square half m1 v1 square half अच्छा तुम लोगों तो वर्क पावर एनर्जी का मैंने भेजा है ना? हेलो हेलो और टिश्मान,
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
আমি তোদেরকে পাঠিয়েছি না ওয়ার্ক পাওয়ার এনার্জির?
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ
ওহো, আমি রিগ্রেট করছি যে আমি পাঠাইনি। যা ঠিক আছে,
স্যার 11 পেজেস পাঠাইছো।
হ্যাঁ
11 পেজেস পাঠাইছো।
হ্যাঁ। So I think all of you understand that in case of elastic collision, total momentum remain constant, and in case of elastic collision, total kinetic energy also remain constant or conserved. That is the key factor. Always remember, especially in elastic collision, your kinetic energy remain constant. Only in elastic collision. In all other collision, total momentum always remain conserved, but in all other type of collision except elastic collision, their total energy is not remain constant. That means there is a energy loss during the collision. That means there is a energy loss, there is a collision. हम लोगों को नहीं भेजे सक्षम? क्या बोल रहा है? मैं सबको भेजा हूं
सर। वर्क पावर एनर्जी का नोट्स तो नहीं है सर।
नोट्स भेजा तो सक्षम
হ্যাঁ
तुम
স্যার,
लोगों को नहीं
ওই
मिला?
গ্রুপে তো আমিও আছি, ওই গ্রুপে
पढ़ाई
আছে।
नहीं?
পাঠাইছো স্যার?
और सक्षम को अभी स्कूल का एग्जाम का प्रेशर है ना सक्षम?
हाँ सर।
अभी स्कूल का प्रेशर है ना, सब भूल गया है सक्षम।
नहीं सर।
স্যার লাস্টে যে আপনি বললেন কাইনেটিক উইল রিমেন কনস্ট্যান্ট, তো ওটার মধ্যে কি তাহলে কি সাউন্ড হবে কি হবে না?
কি হবে?
আপনি বললেন না কাইনেটিক এনার্জি রিমেন কনস্ট্যান্ট, তো ওটার মধ্যে
only in elastic collision, not in other. So in all
হ্যাঁ।
other collision kinetic energy not remain constant. তাহলে কি হবে? এনার্জি কনজার্ভ হবে না, তার মানে এনার্জি লস হবে in terms of heat, sound, deformation. Okay?
ওকে স্যার।
So in elastic collision, first of all, how you understand? So see, in case of both inelastic as well as partially elastic, in both of this case, your energy is lost. So how you identify this one is inelastic, this one is partially elastic? I just give you one clue, okay? M1, U1, M2, U2 during collision, after collision. If after collision they stick together, this is called inelastic collision. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes.
If after collision they stick together, that means they are inelastic collision. And number one, total momentum remain constant. Total momentum remain constant. Number two, total energy is not remain constant. Total kinetic energy is not remain constant. So energy loss during collision. ये जो energy loss है, that loss can be in terms of heat, in terms of sound, in terms of deformation of shape. Anything can be possible है. एग्जाम में बोल सकता है हीट में कन्वर्ट हो गया, लाइट एनर्जी हो गया, शेप डिफॉर्मेशन हो गया, एनीथिंग दे कैन से. ओके, सो half m1 u1 square plus half m2 u2 square is not equals to half m1 plus m2 v square. Clear everyone?
सर
हाँ,
सर वो 100 के बाद क्या लिखे हैं?
total kinetic energy energy is not remain constant, so clearly loss and energy loss during the collision. Energy loss during collision. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Third one, partially elastic. Partially elastic collision. So what happened in partially elastic collision? What happened in partially elastic collision? So in partially elastic collision, these two are the before collision M1 U1, M2 U2.
Sir, একটু scroll করুন না screenshot নিন।
আরে আমি তোদেরকে আজকেই পাঠিয়ে দেব।
Okay, sir.
Just
Yes,
concept approach, that is the main thing. In case of first one, you have three type of collision. One is called elastic, second one is called inelastic, third one is called partially elastic. Elastic collision, total momentum before collision is equals to total momentum after collision. Total kinetic energy before collision equals to total energy kinetic energy after collision. In all other collision, your kinetic energy is lost in terms of heat and sound or other form. Mane energy is not conserved, but the momentum always remain constant. Especially in inelastic collision, they stick together after the collision. Otherwise, they are not stick together. Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
ये है तुम्हारा मेन टारगेट, ठीक है? सो आफ्टर कलिजन কি সুন্দর, কতদিন পরে এত সুন্দর বৃষ্টি পড়ছে, আর খুব বৃষ্টিতে ভিজতে ইচ্ছা করছিল, কিন্তু ভাবলাম এমনি অবস্থা টাইট। ওকে, partially elastic collision. So what is the first point? Total momentum always remain constant. So M1 U1 plus M2 U2, M1 V1 plus M2 V2. Okay, everyone, you understand?
Yes, sir.
Everyone, is it okay?
Yes, sir.
And again we can say in the second point, kinetic energy loss during collision. That means kinetic energy is not remain conserved. Everyone satisfied? Everyone satisfied?
Yes, sir.
So M1 U1 square M2 U2 square half M1 V1 square plus half M2 V2 square not equals to constant. Here, মানে energy loss during the collision. Okay, everyone.
Yes, sir.
अब देखो एक छोटा सा प्रूफ है, प्रूफ ये है कि क्वेश्चन, prove that in case of inelastic collision, energy loss during collision. Prove that in case of inelastic collision, energy loss during collision. So how you prove it? तो देखो इसका प्रूफ बहुत ही आसान है. सपोज मेरे पास एक पार्टिकल है, मास m1, स्पीड इज u, another particle है मास m2, speed is at rest. and during collision and after collision, they stick together and moving with velocity v. Yes or no? Yes or no? See, as they stick together, so that means this is the inelastic collision, and you just prove any case that before collision is greater than after collision. If you prove any one case, that means it is valid for all case. So I am just make it this one because it will be better for you to prove, because u2 is 0. As u2 is 0, it will be better you prove. So what we can say, my first one, conservation of momentum, m1u plus 0, that is m1 plus m2 v. So from that, v equals to m1 by m1 plus m2 u. Can we write this? Can we write this?
Yes.
So what is my kinetic energy initial? Half m1 u square. What is my kinetic energy final? Half m1 m2 v square, half m1 m2 m1 by m1 plus m2 u whole square. So what happened? Half, oh sorry, half m1 square u square by m1 plus m2. So kinetic energy final by kinetic energy initial, half m1 square u square by m1 plus m2, half m1 u square. U square cancel, half of cancel. So what you have, m1 cancel, m1 by m1 plus m2. Yes or no? So one thing is very confirm, m1 by m1 plus m2 is greater than m1 plus m2 or less than m1 plus m2? Less than m1 plus m2, yes or no? Because mass is always positive value, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
So what we can say, kinetic energy final is less than kinetic energy initial, yes or no? So see, as the kinetic energy initial is greater than final, so there is a loss of energy, yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
This loss of energy in terms of heat or deformation or any other thing. Acha, next one is very, very important. Next one is very, very important. That is called coefficient of restitution. Coefficient of restitution represented by the symbol E. Coefficient of restitution represented by the symbol E. What do you mean by E? E is the relative velocity of separation after collision, relative velocity of approach before collision. Everyone, is it okay? Now I just want to explain it. Suppose a particle of mass m1 moving with velocity m2, u1, another particle of mass m2 moving with velocity u2 during collision, after collision. So relative velocity of separation after collision, obviously v2 is greater than v1, and see their velocity, that means they are vector. So if you write in the terms of vector, it will be much better, but you can write in normal because we know their velocity and they are in a straight line. So we can use without vector sign also. In general, we can directly use v1 v2 by u1 minus u2, but their actual meaning is they are vector form. Clear? Is it okay, everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Separation by approach. Acha. Now the most important part is that for number one, elastic collision, E is equals to 1. For inelastic collision, E is 0, and for partially elastic collision, E is in between 0 and 1. मतलब it will be greater than 0, less than 1. ठीक है? मतलब basically what happens, both are the ideal case. So this is the real case. माने neither it will be 1 or it will be 0. Clear? Is it okay, everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
अब देखो, अब जो मैं तुम लोगों को डिराइवेशन कराने जा रहा हूं, that is the most important one. Theoretical derivation, very important. जहां पे भी तुम्हारा डिराइवेशन से थियोरेटिकल क्वेश्चंस जो भी एग्जाम में आएगा, that derivation is very important. ये एक्चुअली एक नहीं 3 क्वेश्चन है. So they are माने mainly they ask you the main question. Sometimes they not ask you the main question. Sometimes they ask you the क्या बोलोगे तुमको कि उसके रिलेटेड कुछ चीज. I just want to show you the whole thing. First question is two particles of mass m1 and m2 moving with speed या velocity. Velocity लिखो, velocity u1 and u2 in case of elastic collision. Find their velocities after collision. So you understand, that means u1 and u2 are the velocity before collision. You have to find out the velocity after collision in terms of before collision. Mane you have to find out v1 and v2 in terms of u1 and u2. Is it clear?
Yes.
अरे u1 u2 दिया हुआ है, तुम्हें
Yes, sir.
v1 and v2 चाहिए in terms of u1 u2. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
इसका जो सेकेंड टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन देता है, इसको कहता है प्रूफ दैट कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ रेस्टिट्यूशन इज 1. दैट मींस इन केस ऑफ इलास्टिक कोलिजन, दैट मींस v2 minus v1 equals to u1 minus u2 प्रूफ करना है. तीसरा क्वेश्चन देता है, यही क्वेश्चन को थोड़ा घुमा के देगा, प्रूफ दैट वेलोसिटी ऑफ सेपरेशन equals to velocity of approach. ऐसा क्वेश्चंस वो दे सकता है. क्लियर एवरीवन? सो दिस इज वन क्वेश्चन कि प्रूव दैट इन केस ऑफ इलास्टिक कोलिजन velocity of separation is equals to velocity of approach. They can ask you prove that in case of elastic collision coefficient of restitution is 1. Understand? You understand the language? मैंने इसको पूरा डिटेल में क्वेश्चंस वगैरह भी लिखा है. अभी उतना बड़ा क्वेश्चन लिखने जाएंगे तो बहुत टाइम हो जाएगा. चला, ठीक है एवरीवन?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So my main motto is दो पार्टिकल है जिसका मास है m1, moving with velocity u1, another particle of mass m2 moving with velocity u2. This is before collision, and this is after collision. मुझे क्या निकालना है? मुझे v1 and v2 निकालना है in terms of m1 in case of elastic collision. So in case of elastic collision, total momentum remain constant. Yes or no? So we can write m1 u1 m2 u2, that is m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Can we write this?
Yes, sir.
Can we arrange it? u1 minus v1 is equals to m2. Can we arrange it and write this one? Can we write this?
Yes,
Now,
sir.
for elastic collision, total kinetic energy remain constant. So what happened? Half m1 v1 square half m2 u2 square half m1 v1 square half m2 v2 square. So we can cancel this half of m1 u1 square minus v1 square m2 v2 square minus v2 square. Let it be equation number 3. Okay, everyone? Is it okay?
Yes,
Dividing
sir.
equation
Yes, sir.
3 by equation, dividing equation 3 by equation 2. m1 u1 square minus v1 square by m1 u1 minus v1 equals to m2 v2 square u2 square by m2 v2 u2. So what happened? M1 cancel, so we can write u1 v1 u1 plus v1 by u1 minus v1 equals to v2 minus u2 v2 plus u2 by v2 minus u2. Can we write this?
Yes, sir.
What exactly happened? First we write my total momentum is conserved, and then we arrange it m1 in one side and m2 in one side. I write it equation number 2. Then I write total in case of elastic collision, total kinetic energy remain constant, and again I arrange it in terms of m1 in one side and m2 in one side, and then we compare equation 3 by equation 2, 3 by 2. So when we compare 3 by 2, see m1 automatically cancelled, m2 automatically cancelled. U1 by u1 minus, we know a square minus b square is a minus b, a plus b. So we write in that form. Now u1 minus v1 minus v1 cancel out. So what we have, u1 plus v1, that is u2 plus v2. So if we want to compare them, what happened? u1 minus u2, that is v2 minus v1. Yes or no? Can we write this? Can we write this?
Yes, sir.
So we can write relative velocity of approach before collision is equals to relative velocity of separation after collision. Yes or no? Can we say that? Can we say that?
Yes, sir.
So can we say that coefficient of restitution, that is velocity of separation by velocity of approach, is equals to 1? Can we say that?
Yes, sir.
तो देखो यहां से लेके यहां तक, हाँ, यहां से लेके यहां तक तुम तभी लिखोगे if they ask you to prove is 1 or velocity of approach is velocity of separation. Otherwise you don't need to convert all these things. तुम सीधा ये जो है, ये जो तुमने यहाँ पे आए हो इक्वेशन नंबर 4, यहाँ से देखो I can write V2. What is the value of V2? U1 plus V1 minus U2. Yes or no? Yes or no? Can we write Vt equals to U1 plus V1 minus U2? Can we write?
Yes, sir.
So V2 that much, putting V2 in equation 1. Equation 1 क्या था? M1 U1 plus M2 U2 equals to M1 V1 plus M2 V2. माने conservation of momentum. Remember? So what we can write? M1 U1 plus M2 U2 equals to M1 V1 plus M2. In place of V2, we can write U1 plus V1 minus U2. Can we write this?
Yes, sir.
Everyone satisfied?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Write this. So now I can arrange it. M1 U1 is there, and here you have M2 U1. So I can write M1 plus M2 U1. Now we have M2 U2, and here you have minus M2 U2. That means we can write 2 M2 U2 if we move in that side. And now this one is also M1 V1. This one is also M2 V2. So we can write M1 plus M2 V1. Yes or no? And we convert V2 into V1. Yes or no? So what is my V1? My V1 is कुछ तो गड़बड़ हुआ नहीं, M1 plus M2 नहीं होना चाहिए, M1 minus M2 है ना? Yes, my mistake. M1 हाँ यहाँ पे गड़बड़ हुआ है. See, you have M1 U1, here you have M2 U1. So if you move in that side, this is negative, na? And here you have M1 V1 plus M2. Yes, now it's okay. So M1 minus M2 by M1 plus M2 U1 plus 2 M2 U2 by M1 plus M2. Yes or no? Everyone, is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, we can write, we can put V1. Last time we put V2. See? So similarly, if we can put V1, then what we have V2, ठीक इसका उल्टा हो जाएगा. देखो, M2 minus M1 by M1 plus M2 U2 plus 2 M1 by M1 plus M2 U1. Okay?
Yes, sir.
And believe me, this one is very, very important formula. माने तुम्हारा जो NCERT का जो सिलेबस है या तुम्हारा जो स्कूल में क्वेश्चन देगा, ज्यादातर क्वेश्चन इसी में देगा। हालांकि ये कॉलिजन एक ऐसा पार्ट है जिससे बहुत ज्यादा न्यूमेरिकल्स हो सकता है। सो ये इतना ज्यादा न्यूमेरिक हो सकता है कि आई कैन गिव यू अ वन एक्स्ट्रा क्लास विच इज रिलेटेड विद द एंट्रेंस, नॉट रिलेटेड विद द स्कूल एग्जाम। ठीक है, जो कि मैं नेक्स्ट क्लास में दूंगा। लेकिन पहले स्कूल का तो करते हैं, मतलब बोर्ड लेवल पे या सिलेबस बेसिस पे तो पहले करते हैं। सो इसको देखो, सबसे पहले याद करने का तरीका क्या है? इसको याद करने का तरीका है v1 इक्वल्स टू m1 माइनस m2 बाई m1 प्लस m2 u2 सॉरी m1 माइनस m2 बाई m1 प्लस m2 u1 प्लस 2m2 बाई m1 प्लस m2 u2, इफ आई एम राइट। हाँ ठीक है। सो देखो, हम आंख बंद करके भी बोल सकते हैं। देखो आपको बंद किया, m1 माइनस m2 बाई m1 प्लस m2 u1 प्लस 2m2 बाई m1 प्लस m2 u2। जहां तुम्हारा पहला वाला आ गया, अब उसका उल्टा हो जाएगा m2 माइनस m1 बाई m1 प्लस m2 u2 प्लस 2m1 बाई m1 प्लस m2 u1। हुआ ना? yes or no? इसे तुम्हें याद रखना है। और इसके साथ साथ कभी कभी 5 मार्क्स का अगर क्वेश्चन दे देता है टीचर, तो सोचता है कि इसमें और थोड़ा कुछ लिखे, बच्चा और लिखे, तो इसके लिए ये लोग ये 3 केस लगा देता है। तो केस 1 ये लोग क्या बोलता है, अगर m1 मेरा ग्रेटर देन m2 हो, if my m1 is greater than m2, in that case m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2। देखो, you think in that way कि mass of m1 is like a truck and mass of m2 is like a butterfly। तो तुम obviously सामने में रास्ता में जा रहे हो ट्रक लेके और गाना गा रहे हो, मैं निकला गड्डी लेके और रास्ते पे और सड़क पे एक बटरफ्लाई आया और फिर तुमने ब्रेक लगाया। इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल। बटरफ्लाई देख के कोई ब्रेक नहीं लगाता है, ये सर नो? बटरफ्लाई को देख के कभी ब्रेक लगाया कि जा मर गया बटरफ्लाई? सोचा है कभी?
नो सर।
क्यों? क्योंकि उसका मास इतना नेग्लिजिबल है कि तुम्हें फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता है। सो m1 इज ग्रेटर देन m2, माने वी कैन नेग्लेक्ट m2। तो यहाँ पे हम लोगों ने m1 माइनस m2 लिखा है और यहाँ पे 2m2 बाई m1 प्लस m2 लिखा है। फिर यहाँ पे मैंने m2 माइनस m1 बाई m1 प्लस m2 लिखा है और यहाँ पे मैंने 2m1 बाई m1 प्लस m2 लिखा है। नाउ यू डिसाइड इट योरसेल्फ कि अगर मेरा m1 इज ग्रेटर देन m2 है, सो m1 माइनस m2 बाई m1 प्लस m2 कितना हो जाएगा? 1, बिकॉज वी कैन नेग्लेक्ट m2। यहाँ पे समथिंग वेरी लेस बाई वेरी हाई वैल्यू, तो इट विल बी 0। m2 is very less, m1 is minus, so it will be negative, and 2m1 by m1 plus m2, m2 is negligible 2, yes or no? That part is okay? Everyone,
Yes,
that
sir.
part is, so if that part is okay, so we can write on that basis my v1 is u1 and my v2 is minus u2 plus 2 u1, first part, case 1. Now with this you can write the case 2. We can write the case 2. Case 2 में क्या है कि m1 less than m2, माने अब क्या है कि m1 is less than m2, माने उल्टा हो गया, m2 is greater than m1। तो मेरा m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 क्या हो जाएगा? Nearly equals to -1। 2m2 by m1 plus m2 nearly equals to 2 होगा। m2 minus m1 by m1 plus m2 क्या हो जाएगा? m2 is greater than m1, तो nearly 1, and 2m1 by m1 plus m2 nearly equals to क्या हो जाएगा? 0। अब फॉर्मूला क्या था? v1 का फॉर्मूला था m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 u1, that is minus u1 plus 2m2 by m1 plus m2, that is 2u2, and v2 क्या हो जाएगा? m2 minus m1 by m1 plus m2 u2, तो ये हो जाएगा u2 and plus 2m1 by m1 plus m2 u2, which is 0, है ना? And the last one, इसका 3 तरह का केस आता है कि कभी कभी दे देता है कोई पुराने ख्यालात के स्कूल। केस 3 कि m1 is equals to m2, so in that case m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 nearly equals to क्या हो गया? देखो तो क्या हो गया? 0। 2m1 by m1 plus m2 क्या हो गया 1, m2 minus m1 by m1 plus m2 क्या हो गया 0, 2m2 by m1 plus m2 क्या हो गया 1. सो मेरा v1 जो है वो क्या हो जाएगा u2 एंड v2 जो है वो क्या हो जाएगा m2 minus m1 by u2 plus 2m2 by u1. ये हो जाएगा u1. Clear? Yes or no? Everyone, is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
लेकिन मेरा क्वेश्चन सब है कहाँ पे? एक मिनट, just give me 1 minute. Okay, question number 2 from the collision. First question, the question is that two particle of mass m and 2m, two particle of mass m and 2m moving in opposite direction elastically with the velocity moving in opposite direction elastically with the velocity u and 2u. Okay, u and 2u. Find their velocities after collision. Find their velocities after collision. माने v1 and v2 in terms of u1 and u2. समझ में आया क्वेश्चन?
हाँ सर.
So try करो first ये question. So to solve this question, for this type of question, first of all you have to write the formula m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 u1 plus 2m2 by m1 plus m2 u2, and always remember u1 and u2, these are the velocity, so vector. So m1 plus m2 by 2m2 because m1 is 1 and m2 is 2m, and if we suppose a u is positive, so this one is opposite direction, so negative, so we can take u positive and u2 is negative, so we get this one. Now what about v2? What is the formula? m2 minus m1 by m1 plus m2 u2 by 2m1 by m1 plus m2 u1. So what happened? 2m minus m by 3m u2. What do you mean by u2? Minus 2u plus 2m by 3m u1. That means plus u. So क्या बचा देखो? Minus 2 by 3u plus 2 by 3u. That means 0. Clear, everyone?
Yes sir.
आफ्टर कॉलिजन एक का वेलोसिटी ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन में 3u हो जाएगा, दूसरा वाला का रेस्ट में आ जाएगा. ओके एवरीवन, इज इट क्लियर?
Yes sir.
Okay, so now I show you the next question. आज ही तुम लोगों को ये सब भेज दूंगा मैं. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, क्वेश्चन नंबर 1. क्या बोला है देखो, आप a moving particle of mass m makes a head-on collision, head-on elastic collision with a particle of mass 2m which is initially at rest. तो ये जो m है, इसका जो स्पीड है ये है u है, दूसरा का जो मास है 2m और ये u2 क्या है, रेस्ट में है. Yes everyone, a moving particle of mass m makes a head-on collision, head-on elastic collision with a particle of mass 2m which is initially at rest. What is the loss of energy during the collision? माने तुम्हें ये दो पार्टिकल का लॉस ऑफ एनर्जी चाहिए ड्यूरिंग कॉलिजन. ये सब नो
सर. सर लेकिन इलास्टिक कोलिजन में तो एनर्जी का लॉस नहीं होता है ना.
हाँ
सर इलास्टिक कोलिजन में तो एनर्जी का लॉस नहीं होता है.
नहीं, इलास्टिक कॉलिजन में लॉस नहीं होता है, लेकिन यहाँ पे बोला है कि a moving particle of mass m makes a head-on collision elastically with a particle of mass 2m which is initially at rest. What is the loss of energy of the colliding particle after the collision? Colliding particle, loss of energy of the colliding particle. माने क्या मतलब हुआ, देखो आफ्टर कॉलिजन इसका मास m है, स्पीड हो जाएगा v1, इसका मास है 2m, स्पीड है v2, टोटल एनर्जी कॉन्जर्व। लेकिन ये जो है बिफोर कॉलिजन इसका एनर्जी ये था, आफ्टर कॉलिजन इसका एनर्जी ये है, दोनों का डिफरेंस इज द लॉस ऑफ द कोलाइडिंग पार्टिकल। क्लियर?
हाँ सर।
What is the loss of the energy of the colliding particle after the collision? Everyone, is it okay? Is it okay? तो देखो मैं सबसे पहले क्या निकालूंगा, V1, what is the formula? m minus 2m by 3m u plus 2m2 m1 plus m2 u2, u2 is 0, तो लिखने का जरूरत नहीं है। ये सुन लो, yes or no?
Yes sir.
And what is the V2? V2 हालांकि निकालने का जरूरत नहीं है मुझे, V2 हालांकि निकालने का जरूरत नहीं है, लेकिन फिर भी अगर तुम चाहो तो हम निकाल देते हैं। m2 minus m1, that means 2m minus m by 3m u1, u1 is u, that is plus, यहाँ पे u2 है ना, ये फॉर्मूला याद रख, m2 minus m1 by m1 plus m2 u2, तो u2 तो 0 हो गया, plus 2m1 by m plus 2m u1, u1 is u, that means 2 by 3u, yes or no? ठीक है? तो what is the kinetic energy initial? काइनेटिक एनर्जी इनिशियल क्या है? काइनेटिक एनर्जी इनिशियल है हाफ m u square, yes or no? Kinetic energy final after collision of the colliding particle. क्या हो जाएगा? हाफ m1 v1 square, yes or no? Everyone satisfied? You understand the question? So हम लोग क्या लिखेंगे, हाफ m minus 1 by 3 whole square। तो काइनेटिक एनर्जी क्या है? स्केलर क्वांटिटी है, तो स्क्वायर करोगे तो नेगेटिव पॉजिटिव सब एक हो जाएगा, तो ये हो जाएगा 1 by 18 m u square, है ना? हाँ? So
Yes,
energy
sir.
loss of the colliding particle क्या हो जाएगा? हाफ m u square minus 1 by 18 m u square, which is equals to कितना हो गया? ये कितना हो जाएगा? 9 minus 1 by 18 mu square, 8 by 18 mu square, 4 by 9 mu square. So this is the loss. So अगर तुम इस लॉस को फ्रैक्शन में निकालना चाहते हो, काइनेटिक एनर्जी लॉस by kinetic energy initial, that is 4 by 9 mu square by half mu square, तो ये क्या हो जाएगा? 4 by 9, sorry, 4 by 18, right? नहीं, फिर गलती लिखा, 8 by 9 है ना? Yes or no?
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
तो ये है लॉस, ये है फ्रैक्शनल लॉस। सो आज इतना ही रहने दो, ठीक है? नेक्स्ट क्लास में हम लोग इसका मतलब यू कैन से कि कॉलिजन का तुम्हारा बोर्ड बेस पे हो गया मेरा सिलेबस, लेकिन एंट्रेंस बेस पे आई नीड वन मोर क्लास। बहुत अच्छा चीज है। स्पेशली आई वांट टू शो यू कि दैट कोफिशिएंट ऑफ रेस्टिट्यूशन, जो इसका सबसे नेग्लिजिबल पार्ट है फॉर द बोर्ड एग्जाम, सिर्फ यही पूछता है, लेकिन ये जो कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है और इसे कितना खतरनाक न्यूमेरिकल फ्रैक्शन ऑफ सेकेंड में हो जाता है, दैट आई शो यू इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास। एटलीस्ट आई नीड अ कंप्लीट वन लेक्चर कि एक्स्ट्रा इसमें क्या क्या है, और फिर उसके बाद हम लोग वर्टिकल सर्कल करेंगे। देन वी कैन से कि माय सिलेबस अप टू चैप्टर 6 कंप्लीट, एंड देन वी स्टार्ट चैप्टर 7। दैट मींस मुझे और 3 क्लास चाहिए ये पूरा खत्म करने के लिए। क्लियर एवरीवन?
यस सर।
और एट द सेम टाइम मैं तुम लोगों का इसके ऊपर कुछ डाउट्स वगैरह भी कर दूंगा। तो आज मुझे तुम लोगों को मेनली भेजना है कॉलिजन, भेजना है वर्क फॉर एनर्जी का शीट भेजना है, मतलब प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग शीट, और वर्क फॉर एनर्जी का और कॉलिजन का थ्योरी भेजना है, और वर्क फॉर एनर्जी का थोड़ा सा पार्ट बाकी है, ये पूरा मैं आज भेज दूंगा। क्लियर? सो आई एम स्टॉपिंग द रिकॉर्डिंग।